Alrighty, a Weather Authority alert day is in effect for this evening. We're going to extend this until about 12 a.m. tonight because of the potential for some severe thunderstorms that are just brewing to our north at the moment. And that flow is bringing them in to the south and east. Mostly south of I-64 is where we're going to see some of these strong storms develop, but we are seeing some develop at this time north of I-64. Have a look at the severe weather outlook across the country. Way out there to the west, an enhanced risk is in effect. And then right over parts of the D.C. metro area and just to the south, there's also another enhanced risk. And for us, we're under a level 2 out of 5 risk. So a slight risk for severe weather in effect for the rest of our Monday evening. We're also under a severe thunderstorm watch until 10 p.m., as is the majority of the state, the majority of Maryland as well. So we are watching the potential for storms to get fired up all across this area, highlighted in pink here for you. This will likely expire at 10 p.m. So that's when we're sort of watching the potential for storms to die out as we head into the nighttime. Temperatures right now are really, really warm across the region. 88 degrees in Lexington. Lynchburg was at 89 degrees earlier. South Boston currently at 87. And then mid 80s scattered across parts of South Side in the Roanoke Valley. Upper 70s to lower 80s across the NRV and the Highlands. So it's really, really warm out there. And what that is, it's fuel for thunderstorms. So we are dealing with something called a cap, where the atmosphere sort of has to overcome that. Temperatures are so warm that the cap is overcome. So what we're seeing to our north at this time is a boatload of thunder showers riding along this stationary front from west to east, located over parts of Harrisonburg at this time. The only showers that we're seeing here locally, Pocahontas and Highland County up there with a couple of lightning strikes, and then over in Nelson County, just a singular lightning strike as that small cell starts to track towards the south and east. Other than that, we're all in the clear. The only thing that we're dealing with is this shade of pink. That's the severe thunderstorm watch until 10 p.m. Here's a look at future trackers starting at 6. A couple of isolated showers to start us off, partly cloudy skies. Then you'll notice a few storms start to fire up towards the west, and then they'll track further and further to the east. By 10 p.m., a lot of the model guidance has pushed these showers south of I-64 as they track from west to east. So once we get to about midnight, that's when the storm potential starts to die off, and then those showers will become light in nature, and they won't really have a severe component to them. But any storms that get going could have the potential for some damaging wind gusts in excess of 60 miles per hour. Large hail is possible, but it's on the lower index of expectations, so we'll likely see some hail, but large hail is not really expected. Localized flooding also isn't expected, as these showers are going to be moving relatively quickly. And then tornadoes are not expected, as well as the upper level shear in comparison to the lower level shear is just not that abundant or that evident at this time. Overnight, though, the showers will start to taper off. We'll have some patchy fog thanks to an increase in humidity, so it's going to be moist out there starting on our Tuesday morning, as temperatures are in the upper 50s to 60 degrees. Lexington, Lynchburg at 58, Floyd at 57, and Blacksburg starting off at about 55 for your Tuesday morning. Once we get to the afternoon, nowhere near the temperatures we saw today, but still above average, anywhere from the mid to upper 70s, and then some spots even getting into the lower 80s, like Martinsville, Danville, and South Boston. Then into Wednesday, very similar conditions, turning up the heat just a notch, so temperatures about 2 to 3 degrees warmer. And we are tracking the potential for yet again another round of severe weather as we head into Tuesday afternoon. Right about 4 o'clock is when we could see a line of thunder showers start to build through parts of the Roanoke Valley up to the north. And then once we get into Wednesday, that warm front starts to retreat, so our temperatures are increasing a little bit. That also means that shower activity starts to increase as we get well into our Wednesday. Here's one last look at your extended forecast, tracking temperatures near the 80-degree mark for the next several days. Also tracking rain chances, John and Rachel, so each afternoon brings the potential for some isolated to scattered showers, even some storms as well.